the another unique session of world music as part of the RadhaRaman Folk Festival. We started with a beautiful inauguration session, and then we have already had a session of violin performed by the finest violinists of this time now, Kala Ramnathji, who joined from India. And then we had a beautiful session of Bengali Baul music with a Scottish musician, Simon Thacker, who actually explored Baul music in a different way, in a different level. And then just now we had a session with a Lebanese Canadian musician, Lara Idi. Now we have a wonderful Moroccan musician, Hassan Erraji, and then a Shobert vocalist, a poet and an actor, a troubadour singer. Most of Shoda's followers, RadhaRaman Society's followers, are familiar with his artistic activities. He is a friend of Shoda from the day one, and my personal friend, the friendship that I value hugely, Erik Schelander. Many thanks, Eric, for joining and supporting as usually. And this is, as you know, this is a different festival now. Virtually, we're doing it virtually. You know the beauty of live sessions that we did in last 9 years. So along with art and community venues, we also hosted this festival outside in Otley Shavin with barbecue, for example, music with barbecue at the bank of the lake, actually, sometime at the deeper forest, sometime, just to make music. Yeah, just to make music popular, just to spread the joy of life through music and arts. So this festival is happening now in different way, and we're trying to cope with the new normal of life. So thank you to the audiences who already have joined. Let me share to my timeline first, perhaps so that you can all share again. As you know, this festival, this session, as you write about this festival, that it is giving you solace, it is giving you therapy in this hard time. And then we firmly believe in this, that this music is helping all of us in a meaningful way. Perhaps we are now being familiar with the importance of arts more than any time, how art and music is helping us. And let me share this. I'm not finding the live streaming, perhaps, via the live streaming. Just a second, dear audiences. Perhaps this is if someone could send me the link. Well, I can see our friend Shamim Shahan has already done it. So let me share from him and put it in the post. So this is being available in my timeline now, and you can share from your friends. Let me send this to Hassan Erraji as well. If Hassan would like to share with your friends and followers, I just sent you, so you can perhaps copy and paste so that your followers do find it as a hope, as a beam of hope in this difficult time. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, we have a wonderful musician, a Moroccan musician. Just a second, I'm just going to Hassan Erraji and our friend Erik Schelander. Erik will read some world poetry, and then this will accelerate the mood of music. And I'm sure you all are aware how it worked in some shoulders beautiful hypnotic session of music. So Hassan Erraji offers a complete performances of Arabic music sung from North Africa, whether solo or with his innovative band Arabesque. Erraji is a stunning musician on the oud, Arabic harp, and nai. Nai is a flute, violin, and a range of percussion, as well as a being seductive and dramatic singer. So he's such a good repertoire and such a wonderful spectrum of performing all different sort of music and playing all different musical instruments. His group brings a touch of jazz to the traditional sounds of Morocco, and performances are often enhanced with the addition of an African dancer. Workshop taught by Erraji are available for all age groups in music for those who are interested in. So many thanks. A warm welcome, Hassan Erraji, at the 10-year celebration of the festival. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, Eric? We managed to do already 10 years gone like this, like just a blink of eyes. So this is the 10-year celebration of this festival. Through this festival, we connected so many musicians, so many audiences from all across the world, from all different traditions. And many thanks to the supporters. This is a message to our supporters who have been supporting this festival for the last 9 or 10 years. So Hassan Erraji, a warm welcome to today's session. Eric, a warm welcome.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let us start with music, Hassan, and then perhaps Eric will read some world poetry in between your music.
Thank you. Good evening. This is the oud, the instrument that we play. The instrument that we play in both folk music and classic music in Morocco and the Arab world. It's got 11 strings, and this particular prototype I have in hand was made especially for me by a Moroccan oud player, and I'm going to play for you with Taksim in Maqam Nahawand.
Yeah, Hassan.
Thank you very much. The song to start with, and now if Erik is ready, we play together. I play behind him.
Okay.
Background music for Erik to read us some poems, and I'll be playing the music in the maqam of Bayati.
Now, I first performed, saw the RadhaRaman Festival some 10 years ago. Years before that, I was performing with Schelander. And I think even earlier than that, I went to Trades Club in Hebden Bridge and saw a concert by Hassan Erraji, who has been called the wild man of Arabic music, and did a percussion workshop with him. I'm a jazz drummer myself, but the things he was doing with 10 fingers was just outrageous. And I've heard him play violin, had a recording, him playing qanun as well, beautiful. So it's an honor to be both with RadhaRaman and with Hassan Erraji. So the poems I'm reading today are about love and loss and acceptance in no particular order. And the first one by Hafiz. We're all surrounded by a very bad virus at the moment, but he wrote a poem called Happy Virus. The happy virus last night, when I was out singing beneath the stars. It was remarkably contagious. Let your senses and body stretch out like a welcome season onto the meadow and shore, up to the sky. Make a new watermark on your excitement and love, a blooming night flower. Bestow your vital fragrance of happiness upon our intimate assembly. And Hafiz goes on to say, every child has known God, not the God of names, not the God of don'ts, not the God who ever does anything terrible, but the God who knows only 4 words and keeps repeating them, saying, dance with me, come dance with me. A poet is someone who can pour light into a cup and raise it to nourish your beautiful, parched, holy mouth. And he goes on to say, don't surrender your loneliness so quickly. Let it cut more deep. Let it ferment and season you as few human or even divine ingredients can. Something missing in my heart tonight has made my eyes so soft, my voice so tender, my need of God absolutely clear. Poems by Hamza al-Din. The world shines about me, luminous as the moon, smiling like a rose, and a sweet benediction flows through everything existing. How beautiful life is. I marvel at people who are not in love with life. You, dear woman, are beautiful. and your beauty, like the beautiful thought of peace, belongs to eternity. Resist war and destruction. When you go to the riverbank and the sun sets in the evening, the waters of the river will be rippling softly, and from a distance in the twilight, you will see white sails. A song of the boatman will come from you. Today, no suffering. The world shines about me, luminous as the moon, smiling like a rose. Hassan. This is a poem by Albert Hofstadter. It's called The Cure. We think we get over things. We don't get over things. Or say, we get over the measles, but not a broken heart. We need to make that distinction. The things that become part of our experience never become less a part of our experience. How can I say it? The way to get over a life is to die. Short of that, you move with it. Let the pain be pain, not in the hope that it will vanish, but in the hope that it will fit in, find its place in the shape of things, and be then not any less pain, but true before. Because anything natural has an inherent shape and will flow towards it, and a life is as natural as a leaf. That's what we're looking for, not the end of a thing, but the shape of it. Wisdom is seeing the shape of your life without obliterating, without getting over a secret. Hassan. Right. Now, as we don't have any technical coordinators and we haven't done this before and we haven't a rehearsal and Hassan hasn't heard the poems, I'll say when I've finished a number of poems, I'll just say Hassan and then you play there. And that's the way we'll know. We're improvising everything. So that'll give you an idea.
Thank you.
So I'll read the 2 poems. poems now. One by Pablo Neruda. I do not love you as if you were salt rose or topaz, or the arrow of carnations the fire shoots off. I love you as certain dark things are to be loved. Between the shadow and the soul, I love you as the plant that never blooms, but carries in itself the light of hidden flowers. Your love, a solid fragrance risen from the earth, darkly in my heart. I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you straightforwardly, without complexities or pride. So I love you because I know no other way than this, where I does not exist, nor you, so close that your hand on my cheek is my hand, so close that your eyes close as I fall asleep. Two poems now of the desolation when you lose that love. I do not belong to this world of exile. No one can bear to be this filled with doubt, this never-ending torment, this grief. In this strange land, who will be my keepers? Who will spare me from pain, from fear, from anguish? There is no one who can reach to my heart. In this vast wilderness, I am alone. There is no map to find my way. I sail adrift, sails useless and torn. I steered by the stars I saw in your eyes. You turned away and my world became dark. Dark waters, dark night, dark blood coursing through my veins, pumping through my heart. My heart sails through night. I drown in dark dreams. I have been made an exile from your hand. I wander, but I cannot go from door to door. I cannot beg aid of others. I wander, exile from my own heart. Beautiful. This one.
Wow. Wow. Just many thanks. Wow. Wonderful. How wonderful it was. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Hassan, many thanks for this beautiful, soul-touching music. I find it really hard to talk actually after any beautiful music I listen to.
Thank you.
So perhaps what is next? Any kind of, I mean, are you playing, or you are not playing now anymore? So perhaps just, if you kindly perhaps play another rendition of music, and
Yeah.
Eric perhaps will find some more poetry
Of course.
Yeah.
to
Okay.
go along with.
I'm going to take you to the Arabo-Andalusian style.
Ah,
This was something else to discover, which also rhymes very well with poetry. Well,
Wow.
changing the key, and I just play a little of a piece called Souvenirs of Andalusia, one of my compositions that I have recorded with my arabesque band for Riverboat Records, and this is one of the pieces on that CD that's still available on eBay and Amazon. Now, this piece here, I won't play the whole piece so that I don't take too much of your time, but just fragments of it.
Yeah.
When I reach the end, I'll play quietly for Eric to read a few more poems if he wishes to.
of course.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, Hassan. That's wonderful.
Okay, here is Eric now, yeah?
You want me to do something now, or you want to do more?
That's it, you can start now, Eric, if you want to do something.
Okay. Following something from Andalusia,
Okay.
I just have one poem of a translation I made of Lorca. I think it's from the Divan al-Tamarit, but I could be wrong. It's a poem called Murió al-Amanecer. It's very short.
Okay.
Night of 4 moons, one single tree, with one single shadow, with one single soul. My flesh for the trace of your lips. Lovely force kisses the wind without touching. I hold the no that you said to me in the palm of my hand, like a woman, practically night of 4 moons and one single tree. Of a needle, my love whirls round and round. Well, here's one for Hassan by Hafiz. It's called The Lute Will Beg, we'll say the oud. You need to become a pen in the sun's hand. We need for earth to sting through our pores and our eyes. The body will again become restless until your soul paints all its beauty upon the sky. Tell me, dear ones, that what Hafiz says is not true. For when the heart tastes its glorious destiny, and you awake to our constant need for your love, God's oud will beg for your hands. God's oud will beg for your hands.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. Now, Kaysher, how long have we got left? I've got.
We can have another 7 or 8 minutes.
Okay.
So if you have anything, if you can have anything to fit in that 8 minutes, that would be great.
Well, we can fit in as much.
Yeah.
As
but so beautiful music. I prefer not to say any word in between. Just listen and get immersed.
I hope that people, when lockdown is finished, get a chance to see Hassan live.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, Hassan,
Yeah.
this is absolutely mesmerizing, and then we see some wonderful audiences who are watching from even India. A friend of mine who has a profound interest in Middle Eastern music. Uh, Genia Genia is watching from India. Alim Shakir from Pakistan, who wrote Alim Shakir ji said beautiful. Rani Mukherjee, beautiful Amiati. Many thanks to the audiences who are watching. This is absolutely divine music being played by Hassan Erraji and complemented by the haunting verses of world poetry by Erik Schelander. Thank you.
Well, when you get a chance to see him live, something that he does on stage, because he jumps around and dances on stage.
Oh, wow. Wow.
As a wild man, and his virtuoso playing of the tabla includes throwing it up in the air and catching it.
Wow.
Not missing a beat. He is just the most extraordinary. I've never seen Hassan so placid as sitting on his sofa on stage.
It's
A wild.
COVID-19, Eric.
What?
We're just waiting for COVID-19 to go.
Yeah, exactly. Then you'll burst forth again. And also, I've seen him play violin live, and the in an Arabic style, which I mean, a great Arabic violinist who, I have to say, Hassan's approach is a bit rougher and rawer, but he is on the same virtuosic level as the great Egyptian violinist Ahmed Al-Hafnawi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And,
Wow.
there are not many people. He is somebody to see live.
But today we are being wise and
yes.
Right. I have one thing also. Hassan, just a request. This will be a treat for this 10-year celebration. If you could end up with your vocal music, because I was interested. I just read something, and then I just read it that you are a wonderful singer as well. So if we could end up with something like a vocal renditions, that would be great. But
I haven't prepared anything, but I'll try my best.
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Hassan. So, Eric, are you ready for the next one?
Yes. And by the way, Kaysher, how is the level between the oud and the voice? If I can't,
Yeah, but to me, I haven't seen the live streaming. I didn't manage to listen to the live streaming, but when I'm listening, it is wonderful. It is
good.
going quite smoothly. So
Good.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Hassan.
لا تستطيع صلاح قلب فاسد ويخلق الرحمن أحسن منظرا من عاشقين على متعالقين علينا يخلق
Lovely.
Some poetry.
Okay, I've got quite a number of them. Now, I'm on a friend's computer, and people will notice that in Arabic, something that you can say to a woman whose beauty strikes you, one of the things it said is, "Anti wajhak mathal al-qamar." Your face is like the moon. And tonight, with the lighting in this room, my face looks like a moon made out of green cheese. I'm looking very green tonight. But here's a little bit of a poem by a Hafiz. So, the faithful lover. The moon came to me last night with a sweet question. She said, "The sun has been my faithful lover for millions of years. Whenever I offer my body to him, brilliant light pours from his heart. Thousands then notice my happiness and delight in pointing toward my beauty. Hafiz, is it true that our destiny is to turn into light itself?" And I replied, "Dear moon, now that your love is maturing, we need to sit together close like this more often, so I might instruct you how to become who you are." And a poem by Rumi. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you.
Passion burns down every branch of exhaustion. Passion is the supreme elixir and renews all things. No one can grow exhausted when passion is born. Don't sigh heavily, your brow bleak with boredom. Look for passion, 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 passion. Run, my friends, run far away from all false solutions. Let divine passion triumph and be born and reborn in yourself. And then Hafiz says, "Let us be like two falling stars in the day sky. Let no one know of our sublime beauty as we hold hands with God and burn into a sacred existence that defies, that surpasses every description of ecstasy and love.
Marvelous.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Eric. Have you got any more point to read or?
Loads.
Great, great, fantastic.
Do we want
Many thanks, Hassan. Like I said, it was. I mean, you played divine music actually.
Yes.
The music was so connected, so visceral,
Thank you.
so heart touching, and I'm sure our audiences who are watching, they will agree on this. And Eric, as always, your poetry complemented this music in such a beautiful way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Many thanks. The 10-year celebration of this festival is hugely grateful to both of you. Eric is a friend and a firm supporter of Shodho and RadhaRaman Society's artistic vision in relation to the promotion of Indian music, definitely, and global music in general. And Hassan, we would like to see you in live events. So we'd like to host after this pandemic goes over. Would like to host your session with Eric's poetry live, perhaps in Leeds or London. Let's plan and let's cooperate. Let's collaborate. Let's revolutionize the world with unique ideas of music. And I'm sure only music can do something that can't be done by anything else, any art form. When any other art forms fail, music starts from that point. That is something I believe in. So thanks again, Hassan, for this beautiful music. Many thanks, Eric. And many thanks to the audiences who are watching. As you know, this is a 3-day festival. We'll have our last session of today at 10 p.m. Some young talented singers will join at 10 p.m. And then next day, the Bhajan King from India, Anup Jalata, is joining. Some intellectual discussions will carry on at the beginning tomorrow. Some vice chancellors, academicians are joining from India. And then we will have the Iranian music tomorrow. Iranian Niknaz. Niknaz is an Iranian tambour player and a sitar player, so who will join tomorrow. And then we'll have Sanjay Day and Shomana Mullik's Boshu's performing as part of tomorrow's session. So please keep an eye. And then day after tomorrow, the festival will witness the performances by one of the finest versatile Bengali singers from India, Jyoti Chakraborty, the finest tabla player of Banaras Gharana, who will join in a brief talk, Kumar Basuji, Pandit Kumar Basuji, and Parvati Das Baul, one of the finest Baul in her generation, will join tomorrow, along with the finest Indian, actually Bangladeshi singer based in UK, Gauri Chaudhary, Omid Bey will join, and then some spoken word artists will read some poetry in between. There are many exciting sessions will happen all 3 days. So next 2 days. So please keep an eye. Please join us, and please spread the words for the rest of the world. So see you soon again, and have a wonderful rest of the evening. See you at 10 p.m. For the last session of today, and that is a musical session by Lahoni Borua. Thank you, Hassan.
Thank you, and thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Hassan. Always an honor to be with you. And maybe we'll work on some troubadour songs in the future. And thank you, Kaysher, so much for organizing everything. And being there.
Thank you. That was a pleasure.
Bless you.
Right. See you soon again, Eric, and see you soon again, Hassan. Thank you. Salute.
All right.